Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Rule the Waves 3 as Germany, episode number 22. I think. And we're in the middle of this battle against the Russians who have brought, it was a pretty sizable force. And we, let's see, to recap the battle, we started off, made contact with them. They were behind us to the southwest. We decided to angle down and let our battleships cross their armored cruisers. In the pre-battle force disposition, I believe I remember them not reporting Russia as having any battleships, and I somewhat believed that to be true. Now I think that was either I think that was intentionally done. It was faulty intelligence. It would be silly that we know that they do have battleships in this sea zone, but I actually would have to go back and look and make sure that that's true. Maybe they did list battleship. But anyway, just in my head, I remember thinking that, this is strange. We have battleships and they don't. Of course they did. And so what they had is probably like close to 20 armored cruisers. It's quite a sizable contingent of Russian forces that we're up against. But after our battleships were trading fire with their armored cruisers, I think we eked an advantage in terms of total damage being swapped back and forth. It's now twilight, as we see. So we have reduced visibility, and you can see that pretty soon it will be nighttime. So we're probably just going to run out the clock, and we're already heading south down towards, one of our ports down here. We'll just see which one we want to enter. So we would start off heading north, pursuing a small scouting force of armored cruisers. Then the main force came and attacked one of my port cruisers, the Mephisto. She's okay, but she did take some hits which caused her maximum speed to be reduced to 12. Now we went down to cruise, so I think everybody here is doing 14 knots. This would not be a bad time for us to be making very aggressive runs with our destroyers, and I think somebody even pointed that out in the comments. Maybe people were so shocked that I didn't do that yet, or expecting it, anticipating it, that they didn't comment about it otherwise. Because it is pretty un-Tortuga-like to just leave my destroyers. But yeah, I think that once night comes, that might be something we want to do. Before nightfall, I don't see any reason to further engage with the destroyers. They're just going to be cut down. They have so many ships. And we don't really have very good visibility. They're going to, it looks like, continue heading north. And if we just, if this is just how it goes, that we just, like, ships, passing like two ships in the night. Not really, because that expression is supposed to mean we didn't see each other, and we clearly do. But I'd be okay with that, basically. Okay, continue now. So yeah. This battle, I think, is going to be a victory in terms of victory points. I've mentioned it several times, and there's been another wave of analysis in the comments, which appears to once again point to the fact that we are not getting points for blockading. So the analysis has been probably like 1 out of 4 people are saying that the points got added before. About half of those people say, but the points that were added weren't the right amount of points anyway. Then there's, probably 3 out of 4 people are saying no, they aren't being added. It's a mystery. My own analysis was that it wasn't being added. I didn't check on the last video, but I checked on the previous war when it happened. So they are, it does look like, trying to pursue us in the end. Wow. We have some options becoming available then. And I guess now's the right time to make our move. So some destroyers are going to start peeling off here. Wasn't able to get everyone down to the speed they should have been. So it's just kind of comical. I wonder if you can imagine the Russians seeing, like, suddenly their lighter ships are starting to turn our way. What does that mean, Admiral? It means their escorts are leaving them full speed ahead into the darkness. That would be the ideal response. Probably not the response, though, sadly. And yeah, you know what? I think we'll just go up. Yeah, we're fully in the dark now. That actually happened faster than I expected. Didn't quite gauge the impending nightfall well enough. And I think it is worth trying to get some hits out there. You never know. I mean, these are... Oh my gosh. These are, after all, destroyers and not worth many victory points. And we could lose them, and then it might destroy the advantage we had already earned. So it's certainly not a risk-averse strategy. Okay, who are you guys holding fire? I guess... yeah. Okay, this way, that way, this way. We'll see. Whatever we got going at this point is going to be what goes. And we're even prepared if we need to turn around with anybody else, we can do that. We have a couple of destroyers who didn't make the cut on the turn. I want to take a look and see what we're engaging with. We have 500-ton Stromers. Okay, those were also the ones that didn't make the turn. More Stromers. Some Heiderkrug, which are 400 tons. These are great ones to be sending in. Good to know, by the way, speed is limited to 28 knots by the weather. More Heiderkrugs, which I'd like to be sending in. Okay, good. And Stromer. So the Stromers appear like they're the best destroyers that I think I have right now. I think I'll pull... This one actually has structural damage too. So I'll pull this guy back. He wasn't going that fast anyway, so... I'll undeploy him. And you are a Stromer, so you will also be undeployed. Unemployed. Sorry, you're unemployed. And we should otherwise be paying attention to where we're going here. And did anybody else make the turn? No. So just need to kind of tighten up the lines here so we don't have too many people crossing each other. Like so. Okay, I think that's good. What's going on here, by the way? Are your sister ships even able to keep up? No. It's crazy. We might just keep going 14. And you know what? Eventually the Soldatenkönig will be detached. And then we'll have to deal with that when that happens. But for now, here we go. Every destroyer division for themselves. See if we get any nibbles. Dresden needs to clean grates. It's so funny. She's going 14 knots. That just happens to be nearly her max speed, though, so... Okay, well, we do have nibbles. Indeed, we do. If I was paying closer attention, we would know which way these guys are going. I'm not going to launch everybody towards them. We're just going to send 3 this way and then fill with the rest of them. Damn. Not the... Oh, okay. Now, hopefully we got enough speed up that this is going to be okay. I doubt that this is a line of cruisers. I suspect it's a line of destroyers. Yeah. But we don't know which ones are going to be the bigger ships. Not yet. This one, for example, could be. My God, it's just... This is... madness. It's just madness. Okay, we have an enemy ship on fire. We're going to beeline towards that. So, it's dead stop too. That's great. In theory, there's a cruiser here. I don't buy that story. I do buy this story. That seems much more likely. We're still trying to pass their screens. Their screens are 2 3-inch guns. Okay, so we have hope, even taking a hit or two, that things won't go... We might be able to breach the screens, is what I'm trying to say. Looks like we're actually launching torpedoes. That does not look good for G10. We will not go squad max. Oh, that's actually not bad, though. So We're still trying to breach the screens here. And again, we'd like to get all the way over here as well to finish off that ship, which may already be finished off, but you know, we haven't had the best luck with that so far, so I don't want to rely on it. We're launching torpedoes, and I would rather we not be doing that. So I know it's painful. These guys are probably going to die, so I will let them launch their torpedoes. Otherwise, did I cancel that? Otherwise, going to want to, yeah, restrict some torpedo firing. This is madness. I think this is another set of destroyers. I mean, they have so many ships here. This is... Oh god, torpedo hits. Okay. Well, it could be better. Could be worse, maybe. I mean, if it was sinking, it could be worse. If we just happen to get... Man, is this guy alongside of us? I don't often fire torpedoes at people like this, but this guy... This... No. Yeah, 600 out of arc, huh? But it looks like we're going to sneak one destroyer through. And the rest of our fleet, I mean... What the hell's going on there? I'm going to have to keep my eyes in two places at the same time. Okay, you're making a clean break for that. I will definitely take torpedo pot shots at cruisers as well, and even including light cruisers. We have to kind of admit where it's futile to pursue, though. If we're just really not getting good traction through the lines, like this looks like an ill-fated attempt. We'll allow torpedo launching as they start to get hit. This guy looks like he's going to make a clean break. I don't know what's going on here, but we can get a couple destroyers to push this guy out, whoever they are. Might be a transport, something like that. Wow, this guy got smoked from a distance. But we're turning away here, I think that these guys will just admit that they've been repelled. And... Oh my god, we did it. These are might not be armored cruisers, but amazing. Do you even have any more torpedoes? Because no, you don't. Not too surprising. That's wow. I mean, this is what we wanted, right? And I really do think that these are wow. If they are 7,200, I mean, whatever. Whatever these guys are, it's a great hit. We're going to turn these guys southward and get them out of there. Still want to go finish off this guy because it could be an armored cruiser who's lost power, anything like that. Otherwise, just get these guys out. Especially now that we've had some good success on the cruisers. That is actually an armored cruiser? Holy moly. 13,000 tons. I feel like Silent Hunter as a submarine commander when you hit something and then... Well, actually, I don't think I've ever played that at a point where I hit something that I didn't identify first. It would be a very rare occurrence. Alright, you finally detached, but I think that you're just going to screen for your buddy. And we'll see if DS-14 can get through. Just a little bit longer, but I think I will launch like a warning torpedo, if that makes sense. Yeah, out of our starboard. S-19 is probably in a bad way. Well, we kind of expected that. If she actually did, I'm very suspicious that 2 torpedoes actually hit this. Very suspicious that that's not the case. However, there is another armored cruiser coming up behind us. Yeah. Oh, we have literally no torpedoes left. Okay. Why did I not... I do have 2 torpedoes left. Oh, this is the one. Okay, we'll just... Let's make extra darn sure. If we can. pretty high confidence that it is, in fact, a cruiser, though. And DS-19 is probably just going to sit there and brave the barrage to give V4 a chance to do their job and get out. Yeah, we got them. And S-19 is sinking. Oh boy, you're down to 0. That's not great. We just need you to turn so you can get a shot off. That's all I need. Yeah, and you can... You know what? You are my backup plan for this. This is what destroyers are so good at, though. Just doing this little emergency whatever dance. Now, these guys kind of got hosed just because of Tortuga's lack of attention. Speaking of lack of attention, I don't know what's going on here. What the hell? It's an actual honest-to-God cruiser? Okay, well, now we have a real pickle on our hands. Okay, you want to turn this way. You are going to make your run towards that guy. You are going to make a run towards that guy. And you're going to continue to proceed. Proceed. Got more of an angle this way. Want to catch up with those guys. And then I have to actually... It looks like we did launch torpedoes at this guy as well. So let's... Okay, I'm going to have to watch two things at the same time. I need split screen. That guy's pulling away. This guy didn't move. Give me that. That is a tough shot. You know, good luck to you if you can hit that. I'm trying to force it. I don't know. This is not looking good. I don't think she has a speed of 30 available to her, but you can give me all you got. That's all I ask is everything. This guy's just flinging torpedoes everywhere. Save a couple. I guess it's these guys flinging torpedoes, which is also fine. And these guys need to go as fast as possible. In fact, what I want to do is turn on line abreast, turn together, turn like this, just so they are going as fast as possible. And that will mean one can outrun the other. Okay, let's look at this situation here. This is just madness. So they turned away, which is good. This is a destroyer. I'm fine with that. Get the light cruiser there. You guys need to stay on. Oh my gosh, what the hell is going on? I mean, this thing is getting beat up. But that doesn't mean it can't launch torpedoes, and that's what I would most worry about. And what's worse is any torpedoes that we launch might hit a friendly. Alright, let's try to launch one more torpedo from this guy. We never know when he's going to go down. His damage is listed at 100%. So, you know, it doesn't look great, I would say. Could be better. Nonetheless, we're going to try to eke out our small little rotation to get a better broadside. Do we even have torpedoes left? We do have one. Tell me it's not the port side. It is the port side. It's going to make things exceedingly difficult. I think that once we've got the two torpedoes off here, V4's attempt is going to be suicidal. So we'll turn south and just... Look I'm sparing a destroyer's life. People think I'm just such a barbarian, but I am like not intentionally trying to kill all destroyers. It just happens to be a byproduct of the fact that I use them like cannon fodder. It's not that I don't care, it's just that I care more about almost anything else, I guess. But, you know, I mean, they're on the list of items I care for, just not anywhere near the top. So, and I do love them dearly. It's just, you know, winning the war, and you know, sacrifices must be made. Sometimes unnecessarily so. Okay, but yeah, we are actually getting a good angle on that, too. And this guy is still coming in from a good angle. But let me also make sure that my fleet's not about to get totally messed up. If we go slow enough here, we can kind of watch both at the same time. But I don't think we need anything more from the top. These guys are good. Why? I don't think that they're both top speed. Yeah, okay, top speed is 16, I see. So S22 is going to fall behind. 16 is not S22's top speed, it's G10's. Oh boy, that's not good. This S20, which one was it? I forget. Somebody. Okay, we are launching torpedoes. Hopefully not that way. Yeah, I need to pay more attention to this. You know what? That's awesome. The fact that we did that is great. We'll take down this one without... Basically, it was a sacrifice. It was a noble sacrifice. What was it? I can't remember the name, but like the Lamplight or whatever it was called. The British ship that rammed into... Or I think it was cut apart by Scharnhorst, was it? Trying to get in there and do some damage. Noble, very noble. I like what I see here, though. I don't even know how we got 2 torpedoes off like that. It seems like it was cheating. So we don't have the technology to have double tubes, and we don't have double tubes, so how did that happen? Good question. Let's start rotating our ships over. This is probably something I should have done a long time ago. Got a couple of destroyers. Hey, you know what they should be doing is their job, which is screening. And let's get up to squad max here. Rotate this way with this group, just to put them out of torpedo range. Or, you know, any maneuver is, in theory, throwing off torpedoes, but, you know, we don't exactly know what that means. Oh, we got him. Okay, good. So that means that this attempt is no longer necessary. We can rotate targets over to the light cruiser. That's what they get for, you know, getting into our business and all that. This guy just didn't quite get hit by a torpedo. Vulcanland might even be able to launch one here. Just gonna make sure we keep pressure on them. Let the destroyers charge in. This ramming will make should make Arcona very easily able to eliminate them. Hit them a lot. We'll do some emergency turning aways. Seems like it's what the doctor ordered right now. Alright, we're still hitting the crap out of them. Only with an 8-inch gun this particular minute, but you know, even launching more torpedoes, really penning them in. You can imagine there'd be a lot of plumes of water erupting right next to that ship. Okay, this one actually turned nice defensively. Still gonna try to get the S-14 out of here. Look at them. It's not that I don't try, it's just that, you know, certain things are gonna be basically hopeless. Okay, let's see how we're doing down here. Whoops, too far. There we go. Okay, all of these have missed, but we do have another pair of destroyers honing in. We'll send the G8 over as well. Arcona... Oh, we sank it. Well, that is... You know what? S-21. My man. Like, if this is what every destroyer log said, I would be bursting with pride. Launches torpedoes at an armored cruiser and rams a destroyer. Like, God bless you, S-21. You did everything right. And not only that, you sank it, and you're still going with only small oh, okay. Maybe slightly more than some minor floating damage, but you're worth saving because a crew like you is what I like to have around. So I will not sufficiently damage to detach. Well, I can tell you that's going to change with a flooding of 15. I'm surprised it doesn't even mean, you know, with that much flooding, I'm surprised it doesn't qualify as pretty damaged. But for whatever reason, it doesn't, so... Well, you know what the port-sized torpedo can be used for? Is this. Might as well, right? We're dead in the water, waiting for our end, probably prepping the lifeboats. That's what I would be telling the captain to do. Or that's what I would be. I would be telling the captain, by the way, captain, now's the time. No. Even under a crisis, probably not the best way of handling that situation. But hopefully the captain is already preparing for what appears to be the inevitable sinking of the ship. And yeah, look at, we're just laying into this guy. He's definitely under fire and heavily damaged. What they were doing in this particular area is, I think it's a very good question, a very fair question to ask. So we didn't like ask for this. This is just a blessing. Rain down from the heavens. And before we knew it, there was another armored cruiser in our midst. And like, I'm not going to destroy it. Alrighty, so other than that, you need to like go down to cruise speed. You're going to do some really janky stuff very quickly. I'm pretty sure that, wow, we didn't hit. Well, we'll let these guys keep launching. Their torpedoes are meant for nothing else at this point. We don't expect that they're going to encounter another enemy. I mean, I kind of hope we don't, considering. But yeah, we have this destroyer group which will angle that way. I think we're already out of harm's way in terms of torpedoes go. So we can kind of angle back in. These guys maybe be a little safer. These guys can start making their turn. Yeah, good shape, good shape. This one, not going to hit. Are we getting out of here? It looks like we are. Okay, S-14 is sinking. Good. We had just mentioned how in my... Oh my god! Oh no! Oh no! In my lore, those guys have already prepped the lifeboats. They had a minute to do so. I think that this is the last that we'll have to worry about this armored cruiser launching torpedoes is going to be in exactly 1 minute, when they are clearly going to be sinking, if they aren't already. Oh my gosh. The good old trifecta. Yeah, I think if even 2 of those are a dud, we got a winner. So, get on out of here. Keep pushing towards anything. Maybe even that submarine. Go check on them. And yeah. Danzig and... Okay, so the other one is Pilau. Yeah, I think that's our plan now, is just everyone head towards Pilau. We will slow down with this destroyer group, which has the wounded... The guy who rammed. Hopefully she makes it. I just really hope she makes it, but the flooding is still listed at 15. Okay, we can slow down to cruise with a lot of these guys now. Basically, the threat is over. In fact, even slowing down to cruise might confuse any torpedoes that were inbound. Why they would launch a destroyer, I don't know, but the AI does do it. Alright, we'll control these on a case-by-case basis. Who's inside of targets? Oh, wow, we actually know what this is now. Avoying class. It's only 8,000 tons. It's an 1890 design. It's pretty old. It's going to be nice to collect as points, but it's not like a huge blow to their like combat capabilities of their fleet. So, go up to normal and we'll probably run for a while. Yeah, S-21. Is that this one? Oh, is that S-21? My hero. Oh, she's still going 0. Okay, you know what? That's fine. We will have... G-18 was her counterpart. So G-18 is going to go cruise. We're going to actually detach an escort for S-21. That's how cool they are. They get a destroyer escort. I was going to send a cruiser over, but you know what? It's not. These guys have their torpedoes, so if we do, I mean, if somebody does show up, no big deal. Do you have the capability of going anywhere? No, you're just at 0. Can I examine your damage? It doesn't say anything. I don't know. Who knows? Alright, into Palau with you. All these guys can head to Palau. This one's probably needs to head to Palau. One next to it needs to head to Palau. Alright, good. And these guys can cruise. Let's maybe do speed of 20 with them, because they are a little bit in harm's way still. But we don't need to go too crazy. Think that we're more or less in the clear. Maybe this last one, okay, they're only going 12 anyway. These guys should just keep going squad max, including, well, it's really not squad max, it's individual max. Now, I think the way the game works, though, is that this unidentified, even though it's sinking and there's no radio and all that, they still have... this one still acts as identifying our fleet. Finding them. Because I've seen them, like an unidentified sinking ship that could spot my ships, act in a way... I mean, it could have been for other reasons, but it appeared to me that they act as a spotting thing. That if an unidentified ship entered the range to even my light ships, which should take a long time for them to identify or spot or whatever, you know. Even if it was a bigger ship, it would start firing at me right away. So I presume it was because they were using the spotting. I mean, if anybody's, it's global, right? At least within the battles normally, like if one of your guys spots it, the other ones can fire at it. It's the way I think it works. I'm not like 100% sure, but that anecdotally is how it seems to work. Yeah, G7, I don't know if we really need to launch more torpedoes or even shells. Just waiting for S-21 to get their act together here. Flooding, oh god. I don't think she's going to make it. We're going to actually pick up the crew and all that. I don't understand why they can't go even a little bit, though. Are they waiting for the other one to fall apart? Can they patch some stuff? Can you go throw some sandbags down in there? Probably make our turn. This 21 is still firing shells at the Void class. That's special. And hits. That's very special. Unnecessary, but very nice. I approve of the effort. But honestly, I don't know how many people you can send down into like an area to help with damage control, but I think all parties should be 100% invested in damage control at this point. I think we're slowly watching the doom of S-21 though. That's alright, I will be here when it happens. Just happened to be lucky enough that those guys were about to ram it. Oh, it's good target practice for the people going in, I guess. How we doing? Flooding is down to 5. Electric power is restored and we limited flooding. Okay, these are both good things. There's a chance now. We'll get them underway too. What's their squad max? Still 0. They have electric power. Let's restore power of the engines. And they're limiting flooding. Wow, this would be the true hero. Might do it. These crazy effers might do it. This story is... This is the battle of S-21. I don't care. There's a lot of other good stuff that happened. S-21's my hero. I can't believe they rammed a destroyer, sank it. Uh-oh. Identifies... Uh-oh. Okay, well now things are going to get spicy, as the youngins would say. Let's get some squad max going on and immediately prepared to defend S-21 at all costs. I don't know if you guys even have torpedoes left. You have 2. You have 4. I mean, this is madness. What are they even doing? Wow. We are going to have to defend. See, this is... I mean, they know that we're there, even though obviously... I mean, it's the same thing as me, right? I know when one of my ships is not sunk. Like... Wait, what the heck? Huh. Can't even control them. Some of these guys are just out there. The ones that were sinking. We still had like vision. We can still watch other ships going. And we get their battlefield reports if they're getting torpedoed or not. This is going to be tricky. That looks like a couple ships on top of themselves. Oh gosh. Now Hyderkrug is just a Hyderkrug, obviously. This is a Stromer, yeah. Well, we prefer the Stromer for sure. This might not be a destroyer. I mean, how did these guys all bypass V6? And thank God they did, but, you know, just some luck, I guess. And we may recall people who still have torpedoes like G9, who is, yeah, Heiderkrug. Alright, back you go. You're getting the radio call. Radio, by the way, probably not what they were using in 1908. We must defend S-21. She probably wasn't going to sink anyway, but hey, you know what? We'll go in here. We'll hopefully absorb. Oh, these guys appear to be big ships. Lumbering ships that are turning slowly. They are battleships. What the hell are their battleships doing here? Just insane. Okay, we got one. I don't think the Heiderkrug... Well, she has She has nothing. She only has a port side left. Well, if that's the case, there's only one shot. Got a cross. Oh my god, Heiderkrug! Oh, move aside, S-21. Here comes Heiderkrug. And people wonder why I use my destroyers like this. We just went and destroyed. We took our 400-ton. Probably like, I don't know, maybe like 5 or 20 victory point destroyer here. And eliminated, I don't know, like, it's probably going to be... I'm trying to remember the point scale. Like, I have a good feel for it. I just don't remember it in this moment. How many points or something? Like a... No, I think a light cruiser is like 200. Armor cruiser is like 800. So this battleship might be over 1,000 points. We're getting really good return on our investment. At this point, I think that we've forced them to peel off. So we're also going to peel off. I mean, hey, if they don't, we're just going to go back in and take another battleship. But boy, what the hell is going on? Okay, Heiderkrug, look at... You had a good run at things, but this was kind of expected. So if you don't have any more torpedoes, I mean, this is basically the curtains for you, I'm afraid. Okay, well, she gave it her all. Noble sacrifice. They're both going down at the same time. We're still firing at... And, you know, the crazy thing is... V6 is just lumbering forward through all of this. With 3 of her torpedoes still intact. Can you, by the way, launch at this... I might actually angle and do some launching if they continue to pursue. Oh, we did, actually. Huh. S-21, how you doing, buddy? We need to get you up and going. Not a bad shot. Okay, and G9... It's very good. We want to stay out of the range of Voin. Alright, so just charge this way and see if you run into somebody. I still don't know what G10 is doing. Somebody detached because of something. I don't know what happened. It's all fine. We are still making our way to port. These guys don't look like they're making their way quite right to port. And honestly, destroyers. Machinery repaired, yes! Good. What are you guys doing, though? You have torpedoes. You're very, very damaged. Okay, let's go down to cruise with you. Stromer with no torpedo, well, a couple torpedoes, but we'll just take everyone into port. Get to the chopper. It's basically one of those moments. All right, what can you give me? 14, my goodness. Let's start off with 8 to get you just out of the vision range of Voin. That's the big one here. Keep going this way. And these guys are just going to zip around you. Create some confusion. Only 1 torpedo left on the V4 here. Port side, okay. No, wait. Take that back. Center line as well. We have 2. And this is the S-21 escort. Take them down to 20. I mean, I don't really know. It's kind of not really sure what the best idea is there. Let's move east. Okay, you need to push them off to the west. So... cut them off, forcing them that way. It's not really an ideal torpedo launch, but is it possible? it is. I mean, we're not expecting to hit or even really caring if we do. Oh my god. This is a destroyer, clearly, but you know what? If we're taking more of Russian ships down. What a battle. This is a multi-parter for sure. Jeez, we've really... And S-21 is making speed. She's up to 5. Oh my gosh. Let's get G9 out of here after her good effort. She might even be able to launch at this other destroyer. No. Wow. She's launched everything except for her starboard side. Yeah, she's definitely not going to have a chance to launch on that. That guy might not have been hit by a torpedo if he's still going. I would just expect a, like a 500, 600, even 800 ton vessel gets a torpedo hit. Man, just that's all she wrote. Alright, double back here. Let's go down to 20. Really not sure what G10 is doing. Besides, I guess, trying to get herself killed. Near miss. Let's turn away even more. Good. Okay, that one did come to a stop, so I think that one is just simply dead. And we're going to continue our escorting run for D21. Get her out of here, folks. This is what happens when you let the AI do stuff. So just to show, sometimes you don't want the AI running your ships. They'll just do things like this. Most people would agree it's not ideal. I mean, hey, maybe they'll go in there and they'll get, you know, another kill or something. But maybe they won't. Alright, down to cruise, oh yeah, you're having a hard time, aren't you? You are. Let's get you on a proper course for Palau. S-21 is clear now. I'm going to leave her at 8 knots, but we're going to get her going down this way as well. And that one. And where are your escorts? Not that. Yeah, this one. Yeah, G10 just basically trying to get herself killed here. We can't, when it's grayed out, we can't control what she's doing. Suddenly had a change of heart. I don't know why. Maybe she was just trying to investigate the dead bodies. I don't know. Was she going and picking up survivors? That would be, you know, at least valuable. Oh no, they still have flooding of 1. That's not good. So S-21, we're going to have to pick up the survivors after all. Damn. Oh well. It was a valiant run. What the hell is G10 doing? I just don't understand. Oh no. 7 minutes left. She has 6 minutes to control flooding before we abandon ship. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game is autosaved. Technically, I could just reload 1,000,000 times and wait for the right die roll. I won't. Alright, S-21. Let's pick up your survivors. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Just waiting for D21 to go, or S-21 to go under. Oh, got it. One of them here is clearly not heading in the correct direction. Change that up. Everyone else looks fine. And now we only have to control 1 ship, which is nice. Okay, let's go pick up the survivors. Do we just roleplay that we're picking them up? I actually wanted to pick them up, but... What in the world is G10 doing? No idea. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to pick up the survivors. So yeah, we'll just roleplay that they were picked up. Should have got a notification by now, I think. Alright, into plow with you guys as well. Well, what a battle. Fleet's making its way in. Very successful engagement. Missed with 1. Missed with 2. Okay, all these guys look good. Wow, very cool. And perfect timing to end the episode too, so we'll see how this worked. Looks like G10's actually going there. Good. And that's it. Huh. Oh, yes. Well, we lost 4 destroyers, which is the amount that we expected to lose. Yeah, I don't know how much... Well, look at this victory point thing. 60,000. I don't know what that translates to in terms of victory points, though. This is not that amount. It's like 10% of it or something. Well, I mean, probably not even 10%. Even after the reduction, I doubt it would be even 4,000 victory points on the main strategic victory point counter. But it certainly looks good. 1 battleship, 3 armored cruisers, and 2 destroyers taken down for the cost of 4 destroyers. And this is definitely one of the battles that you can write down as a big victory. Alright, so we got the Kinez. I would like to see what this report was. Oh my gosh, it was a magazine detonation. Ship blows up. Perfect. It was one of the older ones. Still 14,000 tons of ship. And therefore 14,000 tons of points. Another old armored cruiser. I think this is the one that was just kind of wandered in out of nowhere and got torpedoed and hit. Okay, 8,000 tons, but also an old one. So it doesn't look like we sank anything very valuable. Now, all of these are still big ships, and like it's good to sink them for a lot of good reasons. Blockade points, another thing. But yeah, none of these were spectacular in terms of like, look, this is a 6-inch gun one. Don't get me wrong, I'll take it. Then we sank a couple of, these are only 300-ton destroyers. Did one of these? Yeah, one of these did get hit by a torpedo. That's what I was wondering. And it says it got hit by 2. This is weird. 2 torpedoes. Oh, torps fired. There's torps hit. I read that wrong. Okay, so this is torps fired, and this is torpedo hits. Got it. Wow. Oh, that was the one that wandered towards us, right? Yeah. Okay, well, good victory and a good way to close the episode. I'll definitely take it. Let's see what we got here. 4,000. Okay, so it does make sense. It was like 10% of that times 80% because we're playing on captain's mode. We don't get the full amount. And they got 500. So we may not be getting the blockade points, but at least we're getting battle points. Okay, good old Spain's having some real difficulties here. And the Blucher is also having problems. Not as many problems as Spain, though. Anson, this is battleship. But Britain. And he has sent us about negotiate peace with us, gaining dispute borders in some of their colonies. I think we just push as hard as we can. We're not often on terms. I guess we could press for hard terms. None of these appear to give us more prestige either. I wouldn't mind winning because technically they are allied with the French, right? So if we can secure this victory before the French join, that would be great. Okay, perfect. Better damage control training. Their corvettes sank our submarine. And then 250 points, which we clearly won't get credit for. 9,200. We should get credit for the 5 points for this, so I suspect this will go up to 9,209. And it did. So yeah, we're not getting credit for those. I guess it's... you can go back and maybe even do the math on what we had before the battle. That would be a whole episode ago. Add the victory points we won from the battle. What was it? 4,000, whatever. Anyway, I don't know. The math is not adding up to me, but hopefully NWS just sorts that out. Until the next one, thanks for watching, stay safe, and take care.